this means that was Prigozhin there or he wasn't there, he has disappeared forever. And for Putin, this case is closed because he was able to show that he is still in the control of power.
The Russian Investigative Committee has confirmed the death of Wagner mercenary leader Yevgeny Prigozhin, after his jet, of course, crashed in the northwest of Moscow on Wednesday earlier this week, killing all 10 people on board. This also includes Prigozhin's right-hand man, the Nazi-tattooed Wagner commander Dmitry Utkin. Welcome to the show, Maria Avdeeva, Ukrainian security expert, who is here with the very latest. Maria, thanks for giving us your time.
Thank you for having me. Hello.
Maria, what is the latest? We know that DNA has been used in order to identify the remains of Yevgeny Prigozhin, but who is giving us this information?
Russian investigative committee said and confirmed the death of Prigozhin and actually everyone who was on board, meaning that the case is closed because Russia will not disclose what happened in reality. The official version, which Kremlin will feed to everyone, will be something they will make out because there are very big concerns and thinking that this plane was in reality shut down by Russian air defense. But of course, Kremlin will never say it in public. All fingers are pointing at Putin for this killing, but officially Russia, through all the propaganda channels, is saying that some enemies of Russia are probably behind the death of Prigozhin and everyone on board, which will probably be the official version Kremlin will be following and Kremlin will be putting everywhere up.
Can we be sure, though, still to this day, Maria, that Yevgeny Prigozhin was actually on board?
Well, it doesn't matter in reality if he was on board or he wasn't there. He is a dead man, and he actually became a dead man the day when the mutiny happened, because Putin never forgives his enemies who go openly against him, and he never forgives treason. Look at the Skripal case, which both there was attempt of their assassination in Salisbury in Britain, and many other cases when killings happen behind which we think Kremlin is, and they happen in a very blatantly way. And this means that was Prigozhin there or he wasn't there, he has disappeared forever. And for Putin, this case is closed because he was able to show that he is still in the control of power. Because after what happened after the mutiny and what happened generally with Prigozhin for all this almost a year, when he was publicly humiliating Russian Ministry of Defense and top military leadership, now for Russian audience, Putin showed that he controls the situation and he does not forgive his enemies, and he doesn't allow anyone to go against him and not being punished.
Well, Maria, we won't know for sure, of course, whether he was or wasn't on board. We won't know for sure what caused that airplane to crash. But we do know that there are still a number of Wagner troops scattered all around Russia and Ukraine and Africa. What is going to happen to them, and how will that affect the war effort in Ukraine?
Absolutely, and possibly it is one of the reasons why this accident or this plane crash happened 2 months after the mutiny. Why they needed actually these 2 months? Because now Wagner mercenaries are dispersed all over. Some of them are in Belarus, some of them are in Russia, others are in Africa. They don't have any strong leadership at the moment, so there is a very little chance that there will be be some coordinate action from Wagner mercenaries against military leadership or Kremlin or whatever. Of course, they are very dissatisfied, to say the least, of the situation when their military leader is probably killed. But there is no possibility that they will, in coordinate action, go again, for example, as they did to Moscow. So this means that they are still mercenaries. Someone will use part of them, because we know that they sign contracts with Russian Ministry of Defense. Some of them will be absorbed in other mercenaries groups, because Wagner is not the only one in Russia. Others will just settle down or go and find some easy money in other places, but they are not now the power that can threaten power vertical in Russia, and they are not present in large quantities, in large numbers in Ukraine. They did what Putin asked them to do. They were very active when Russia was capturing Bakhmut. They did it, and their task here in Ukraine was considered to be complete when they withdraw the troops to Russia.